Small, powerful, and ready for action. Today we're talking about the most compact shotguns for home defense. If you want something that's easy to handle but doesn't compromise on protection, you're in the right place. We'll be comparing some of the best options to help you make an informed choice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments which gun stood out to you. Let's get started. This mini over-under shotgun is kind of like the Warzone 725 shotgun you'd use in Call of Duty, but even smaller. With a 10-inch barrel and a stubby little stock, it's one of the most compact shotguns you'll find right now. Weighing in at just 4.5 pounds and only 23 inches in overall length, this shotgun's small enough to be carried in a pack or in the optionally available leather belt holster. Barrel is easily removed from action for stowage in bug-out bag or survival kit, with longest portion only 16.5 inches in length. The lightweight and compact dimensions also make the SS-211 a great gun for beginner shooters when combined with 1.75-inch mini shells. The stock's long enough to be shouldered and features a double-thickness rubber butt pad for shooting comfort. The SS-211 also features a crisp trigger and a beautiful walnut stock, well endowed with aggressive checkering for a sturdy grip with gloves or in wet conditions. You know you want the Henry axe. You might not know why, but you just know you need this Henry repeating arm special. This might be one of those pointless frivolities in the modern world. It's a fun-to-shoot toy like the .44 Magnum Henry Big Boy, to be honest, but we have a soft spot for these new guns that could sit on our thigh in a scabbard in the post-apocalyptic zombie wasteland, even with the high price tag. Close range, this would be a great zombie gun too, and when you've gone through the 5 rounds of lead shot in a magazine, you can load more through the side gate. That's a classic Henry repeating arms performance feature. It's more for conflict resolution than deer hunting. I mean, you'd look ridiculous, and there are long barrel lengths with proper stocks for that. It's a butter-smooth lever-action rifle without a real stock, and that distinctive axe handle mini stock gives the gun its name, and is a different vibe to the Mossberg Bird's Head Raptor grip. For home defense, it's intuitive, light, moves easily around your home. Yeah, if you've made your peace with using a 410 gauge Henry lever action as a home defense gun, then yes, absolutely this is a gun to consider. The Mossberg 590 Shockwave is an icon, a movie gun, and a home protection legend of a pump-action shotgun. Of course, your mind might rush direct to the bigger 12-gauge Mossberg pump actions with a bird's head grip. Mine does too. But the little Shockwave comes chambered in .410 caliber too. This black synthetic beauty weighs just 4.2 pounds, could hang off your shoulder or hip all day long, and is just the right size for gliding around corners rather than bumping into stairwells. Alternatively, it could sit under your truck seat where the state laws allow. It's super fun to shoot, and you'll get a wider spread thanks to that shorter barrel. You can upgrade the bead sight too on your new guns. The Mossberg 590 is a working man shotgun, but in this form it's definitely got defensive duties as a priority. If you live in snake country, the .410 model makes perfect sense. If you live in bear country, get the 12-gauge. The revolver shotgun is an incredibly unique firearm. The thought to combine the two may seem outlandish, however the Sulun Arms SR410 compact revolver shotgun is rather brilliant. In order to increase shootability while still maintaining the compact design the SR410 is known for, a new version has been introduced offering an increase of stock length 1.25 inches to a 13.25 standard length of pull. The barrel in this version has also been increased to 12.2 inches for additional range. Weighing in at just 4.5 pounds and only 24 inches in overall length, this shotgun is small enough to be carried in a pack or in the optionally available leather belt holster. The shotgun is reloaded in a manner consistent with that of most modern revolvers by unlocking the 5-shot cylinder and swinging it away from the frame to the left and down. It can be fired either double action, or the hammer can be manually cocked for single action firing. While .410 gauge may seem a little demure to shooters used to 12 GA, it's still a potent cartridge, with .410 slugs containing nearly double the muzzle energy over a standard .357 Magnum. An AR pattern firearm that shoots shot shells is sort of a holy grail for some. Many try making it, but there's always some drawback or compromise. Genesis Arms has achieved that goal with their Gen 12 PDS. Each long, short-barreled shotgun sports a 5-inch reciprocating barrel that keeps the intense recoil of 12-gauge down to a minimum. According to Genesis Arms, this is helpful for shorter barrels and eliminates the problem with gas systems fouling up found in AR platforms. When combined with the special fixed-mount venom suppressor, the concussion is also brought down to a manageable level for effective use during indoor shooting or door breaching. The Gen 12 PDS accepts 2 3/4-inch 12-gauge shells and comes with a free-float M-LOK handguard, Gen 1 DPMS pattern lower, PDW stock, Hogue rubberized grip, and mil-spec trigger. The package also includes an EOTech XPS-20 to speed up sight alignment. The elephant in the room is this bullpup shotgun. Not in length, as it's merely 2 inches longer than a Mossberg Shockwave, but in its overall bulk. Nonetheless, the TS12 proves surprisingly manageable and rewards users who adapt to its dimensions. This gas-operated semi-automatic 12-gauge boasts impressive firepower, offering a capacity of 15+1 shells with its 3-tube rotating magazine. Unfortunately, tube rotation is manual and may require some practice to master. IWI's design makes for a true fighting shotgun, boasting ease of maneuverability and relatively comfortable operation. Particularly helpful is a reversible charging handle that's easily accessible and adaptable to your dominant hand or shooting style. Other noteworthy features include a 3-inch chamber, M-LOK compatible rails, compatibility with Benelli chokes, and a crossbolt safety. Remarkably light for its size at a mere 8 pounds thanks to a polymer chassis, you might expect more recoil from the 18.5-inch barreled bullpup, but the gas operation keeps the gun rather tame. Don't be deterred by its size. The TS12 is a top-of-the-line defender and one of the finest bullpup shotguns available. Next up, we have a shotgun that teeters on the edge of the law. The Remington TAC-14 is a 12-gauge pump-action pistol grip shotgun that's barely a shotgun. It has a 14-inch barrel and an overall length of just barely 26 inches that evades the grip of the NFA's tac stamps. The TAC-14 weighs 6 pounds and offers a fast solution in home defense, as it's made to be operated in close and narrow situations. What makes it special are the tactical look, the 5-round capacity, and the comfortable contours of the bird's head grip. The pump glides backward, smooth and tight as if it was on ball bearings. There's no grit or burrs, start or stops. This is one of my favorite shotgun pumps due to the MOE and M-LOK attachment points. You can attach a variety of rails and accessories. The meaty all-steel receiver makes it a hefty beast. It's not uncomfortably heavy, but its short size makes it a surprise the first time you lift it up. The pump release is easy to reach and press with the Shockwave grip for both lefties and righties. The trigger's very nice and smooth. It has a little uptake and then it breaks. Overall, the gun tosses shells aggressively and smoothly from the chamber with a satisfying shock. The KSG, in some respects, is the granddaddy of the bullpup shotgun renaissance. Where we get excited about this gun is its compactness. At 26 inches long, it's perfect for home defense and easy to manipulate around cover. Plus, we can't complain about the gun's firepower. Twin-tube magazines give the shotgun impressive firepower. 15+1 2 3/4-inch shells and 12+1 3-inch shells. More than enough ammo on tap to get most jobs done. Furthermore, the controls of the gun are comfortable and well laid out. Kel-Tec makes it easy to jump from one magazine to another via a selector switch behind the grip. Convenient, the KSG loads very similarly to a traditional pump action through a bottom port. One last point, the gun's a kicker and not exactly something you want to take out for a couple rounds of skeet. Then again, the gun wasn't designed for clay. It's a fighter, and if run properly, fills that role. Smith & Wesson jumping into the shotgun arena was big news, and a surprise to many. An even bigger surprise was the shotgun itself, a bullpup design with double magazine tubes. What we like about M&P-12 is the pump-action 12-gauge boasts dual magazine tubes, providing a total capacity of 14+1 when loaded with 2 3/4-inch shells. The M&P-12 does feature a 3-inch chamber, however, so it can also be loaded with 12+1 3-inch shells. Defensively, we'd go for the capacity over power. That's me. The M&P-12 also sports 2 pistol grips for better control, one rear and one forward on the pump, and both are modeled after the M&P pistol series, which includes the ability to swap backstraps according to user preference. The total package is 27.8 inches long and weighs just over 8 pounds unloaded, making its heft comparable to many of the other bullpup shotguns on this list. Unlike some of the other listed models, however, the M&P 12 sports fully ambidextrous AR-15 style controls, and its muzzle is compatible with rem chokes. Other features on the M&P 12 include a loaded chamber indicator, Picatinny rail for optics, M-lock for mounting accessories, and a push-button assisted loading-unloading system. That being said, the complex loading process means that you'll never want to top off in the middle of a defensive scenario, so hopefully the shotgun's generous 15-round potential capacity proves large enough to get you through the fight. Overall, the gun ticks all the boxes to make it the overall best bullpup shotgun at present, except for price. Like all guns in this class, it's plasticky, so the above $1,000 price tag feels steep. The Kel-Tec KS7 might be the shortest shotgun out there with the stock, and it's not an NFA weapon. At only 26.1 inches long, it's just above the overall length requirements for a shotgun. With a weight of less than 6 pounds, the little 5.9-pound shotgun's short and sweet. Kel-Tec trimmed the KS7 to one tube, and it holds 7 rounds of 2.75-inch shells. The barrel is predictably a trim 18.5 inches, and the length of pull is a pleasant 13 inches. This gun looks like a weird one, but handles well. You get a short pump that's easy to grip, an ambidextrous pump release, a big block safety, and a setup that keeps the lefties happy. The shells eject from the bottom of the gun, not from the left or right-hand sides. This ensures no one gets a shell to the face. That big carry handle acts as your sight and accessory mounting platform. While awkward-looking, it makes attaching lights and accessories fairly easy to accomplish. The sight's a big green triangle that's eye-catching and perfect for close-range shooting. I was pleasantly surprised by the Kel-Tec KS7 and how reliable, fun, and easy to use it is. I like the simple, lightweight design, and it's become one of my favorite bullpups. For nearly 20 years, Mark Serbu's Super Shorty has been the standard bearer among the super compact shotgun set. Built from either a Mossberg 500 or a Remington 870 that started life with a pistol grip, the Super Shorty is considered an any other weapon under NFA law, meaning a $5 tax stamp instead of $200 as with other NFA items. I'm really not sure if most people buy these just for screwing around or having fun, or if it's more for practical purposes, but I do know that the Super Shorty's capable of filling both roles. There ain't a lot of shotguns that'll fit in a backpack, but this shotgun will perform the trick with room to spare. Overall length with 6.5-inch barrel is only 16.5 inches. Small size lends to practical applications, as the Super Shorty can bring 12-gauge thump just about anywhere and can easily maneuver inside of tight quarters. A bit of a bear defense in the woods? Sure. The short length and 4.5-pound weight won't drag you down. Home, office, or vehicle defense? Definitely. The 6.5-inch barrel makes for a great shot spread from almost point blank out to 7 yards. Sure, 2+1 rounds may be a little limiting, and shooting slugs out of this thing may just hurt more than being mauled by a bear, but inside of a small room or hallway, the Serbu Super Shorty would be as intimidating and devastating as it is maneuverable.